can't abort, or Adler's as good as dead.
He's one tough son of a and everyone's got a breaking point. Time's wasted, kids.
Let's move.
February 25th, just over a week away, we're going to be seeing Black Ops Cold War Season 2 with no delays whatsoever. Treyarch is right on time with this brand new update, but next Wednesday, February 24th, when the Season 1 Battle Pass ends, I'll be doing a long countdown stream that entire Wednesday as we prepare for the brand new season. I'm very excited about that, but earlier today, Treyarch ended up dropping one of the most beautiful cutscenes in Black Ops Cold War 2 date, which featured the striking return of Damon Victor Allen as Frank Woods, the legend himself. But what's going on, everybody? This is dkdynamite, and I should be playing the lottery because yesterday I made a fun prediction that today would be some type of trailer for Season 2, and what do you know, we ended up getting one. The roadmap should be dropping at some point later this week, if I had to take a guess. But in tonight's video, we have quite a bit to get through, from the Season 2 intro cinematic, one of the community's biggest questions finally answered, and a surprise tease from Treyarch that nobody expected. Definitely stay tuned. But before I jump into that, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below, because about 80% of you that watch my videos aren't subscribed. So make sure you guys are getting notifications every time I update you on Black Ops Cold War. But if any of you guys were concerned about the CGI from the Season 1 outro, again, I get it, it was a bit off, then Treyarch came out swinging with the Season 2 intro, which was as crisp and smooth as the other cutscenes that are in the Black Ops Cold War campaign. But if I had to guess, I would say the Season 1 outro may have been a last-minute thought, where Treyarch was like, you know what, let's visualize Adler getting taken hostage, because it would be a bit confusing to go from the Season 1 intro to the Season 2 one, so let's do an outro where we show exactly what happens. And it fills in a good gap, gets the point across, but I would say it might have been just made in the in-game engine, not made by the same department that works on the other beautiful cutscenes with the same budget, animation, techniques. Maybe that's what happened, but I'm just guessing. I'm not an engineer or a developer, but that's my bold guess on what exactly happened with that. But when it comes to the Season 2 intro, we got a nice glimpse at some brand new characters: Wolf, Naga, and Revis. We talked about all of them in yesterday's video, and luckily all that information came true about them. But what's also cool is that the cherry on top here is with that Laos teaser from the Pines multiplayer map. Everybody predicted that that was a teaser for the next Pines in Season 2. What that means is that Pines was the spotlight of Season 1 throughout the intro, throughout the outro, most of the storyline for that season, and this Laos map is the next Pines, I should say, of Black Ops Cold War. And what do you know, our squad is on the way to Laos in the intro cutscene, and this will also be a multiplayer map currently codenamed Apocalypse. Not sure if that's going to be the same name that's used on release, but with that being said, I thought it was fascinating to see some more character development for Stitch, and we got that through a phone call though. So Naga is another villain working with Stitch, and it's revealed that Adler is being transported to Verdansk, but Stitch also tells Naga to make it seem like the Nova 6 is important. And I'm like, wait a second, make it seem like the Nova 6 is important? I wonder why it's not important, and I guess there could be an explanation as to why there's going to be zombies in Verdansk very soon. We of course have some type of marketing zombies event that's going to be advertising the new Outbreak Fireteam mode for Black Ops Cold War. It'll be featured in Warzone though, so we'll be able to play bits of Outbreak inside of Warzone soon. So I guess Nova 6 is the explanation for it. I've also heard rumors that the supposed nuke event is going to be the cleansing of Verdansk in a way. They're going to nuke Verdansk to get rid of the zombies at some point in the future. I think that makes sense, and for those that are still doubting a possible nuke event, we talked about that in yesterday's video, but I'll be going more in depth with that later on as well. Definitely stay tuned. Now, along with that too, some people were pointing out that there was no Mason or Hudson, what's going on with Woods' squad, and I'm like, be patient with that, because I'm sure an upcoming season will definitely have Mason and Hudson playing a large role with whatever's going on. I just think it's great that Treyarch's introducing brand new characters that are still pushing the story forward without relying on nostalgia whatsoever, so I'm okay with waiting until Season 3, Season 4 to really see some fan favorite Black Ops characters come into the spotlight and continue pushing the story forward. But Modern Warfare tried to do this, but try telling me the significance of characters like Mara and Lurch. They were cool and whatnot, but they definitely aren't playing as big of roles as characters like Stitch, like Naga. These new villains introduced for Black Ops Cold War are really pushing this narrative forward and could even be tying into the plot that we saw at the beginning of Black Ops 2. But we also got a glimpse of some new weapons in this intro cinematic. The first one people notice is what looks like the Galil. Now, it could be the Galil, don't get me wrong, but it also resembles the Krig quite a bit. I know there's a striking resemblance between the Krig, the Galil, so if they add the Galil in, I wouldn't mind whatsoever, but the Krig is already as similar as possible to it, so maybe that just counts as the Galil for Black Ops Cold War. Who actually knows? But we also got a glimpse of the AILC-10 SMG, which you heard about quite some time ago. Hopefully it does well well against other SMGs in the game, but if I had to be honest, it'll probably be broken in Warzone. Let's just wait and see. But we also got to look at the crossbow that Rivas was holding, and the crossbow does resemble the Black Ops 1 crossbow quite a bit. I'm kind of surprised they didn't just reuse the one from Black Ops 4 since it's already in Dead Ops Arcade 3, but they went with a more classic 80s crossbow, I should say, that fits this game a lot better. And we also got to look at the minigun. Now, the minigun probably isn't going to be a weapon that you can equip, obviously. It'll probably just be a new killstreak added in at some point in time. Maybe not even with Season 2, but maybe it will be. And we also got to look at the Magnum that Naga was holding. And I want to say this is going to be the new hand cannon / annihilator, which I talked about a couple of videos ago. As of right now, upcoming killstreaks include the K9 unit, the annihilator / handgun, and also the death machine. So maybe we'll get 2 new killstreaks this season. I think that wouldn't surprise me whatsoever. But they may have actually reskinned the hand cannon from this Desert Eagle that was in the campaign to what looks like a Magnum now. Or they could just say the Magnum's going to be a little similar to the Redeemer that's also in a campaign mission as well. So let's see what happens with that. And also remember, some of these weapons could be placeholders, not even weapons that are coming at all. But we know at least the crossbow and the SMG are definitely going to come at some point in Season 2. But on top of that as well, we got a new blog post which reveals some new information and answers some of your biggest questions that I've been seeing in my comments. So first off, as they went ahead and said, there's a lot on the horizon in Black Ops Cold War and Warzone, but there's nothing bigger than the official launch of Season 2 on February 25th. In the meantime, Season 1 keeps getting better as throwback mosh pit debuts in multiplayer, snipers only mosh pit returns, double XP and double Battle Pass XP go live this weekend, and a cool new retro themed bundle will be hitting the store. Don't forget to check out the latest matchups for Week 2 of the CDL 2021 season, in case you guys are interested. I'll have this linked down below, but they said get ready to descend into the heart of the Golden Triangle as Frank Woods and his team go on the hunt for Russell Adler, who went missing at the end of Season 1. He was captured by Stitch, but the strike team finds a new adversary in the form of Kapono Naga Vang, a ruthless trafficker of Nova 6. And there you have it, confirmation of the Golden Triangle. And yeah, Naga is a trafficker of Nova 6, but as Stitch said, the Nova 6 isn't even important. So they have another plan up their sleeve, which we have yet to see, but I'm sure the tie into Warzone is going to be fascinating that we'll probably see in the next few weeks. But they went ahead and said that the throwback mosh pit is coming to Black Ops Cold War. It features the old school maps Express, Raid, and Nuketown 84, and a variety of respawn modes for everybody to enjoy all week long. We then have snipers only mosh pit. If you guys care about that, I have it linked down below. And they're also bringing gunfight blueprints, and it'll be here to stay, that is. The 2v2 mode where duels square off with random weapon blueprints across 5 maps: Game Show KGB, U-Bahn, ICBM, and Nuketown 84. Now, starting at 10 a.m. Pacific on February 19th, a dual bonus of double XP and double Battle Pass XP will be live in Black Ops Cold War, running through 10 a.m. Pacific on February 22nd. So you have a little bit of time left to finish that Season 1 Battle Pass. Season 1 lasted 70 total days, which is quite some time, right? 2 months and a week. Now, it's unclear if Season 2 will last as long as Season 1, but if it does, 70 days after February 25th leaves us at May 6, 2021, quite some time away. Could be the start of Season 3, but let's not get too ahead of ourselves here. Now, I want to predict that every upcoming season might not last as long as that, maybe closer to 50 days max. And if that's the case, 50 days after February 25th will leave us at April 16, 2021, which sounds about right for the start of a new season. Spring's going to start, and we're also going to have the potential release of a new Zombies map as well, but let's see what they end up doing with that. Now, they also confirmed the 80s retro vibe coming to the item shop later this week with the Retro Renegade Mastercraft available on February 18th. As they said, the centerpieces of this bundle are 2 weapon blueprints, starting with the Ultra Tape Deck, a sky blue SMG Delta for the KSP with colorful jazzercise trim, and backing up the tape deck will be the legendary Fast Tempo, an assault rifle Echo built for speed. Not sure what weapon that's going to be for. They also said rounding out the bundle are the 2 more legendary items, the Forward Progress Watch and the Mixtape Charm, as well as the Retrovision sticker, Love Lean Calling Card, and the Retro Vehicle Horn, along with the base vehicle skin known as the Renegade. So people pointed out that this skin existed many months ago. I think it was actually during the beta. I could be mistaken, but people were leaking footage of this Mastercraft in action. It actually plays music, lots of different jams when you inspect it, and I think that's a pretty cool idea for a Mastercraft. Like I said in yesterday's video, save your money. If you want to buy bundles in this game, save for the cool-ass Mastercrafts like this, the badass Tracer packs. Don't really spend your money on some of the basic camos or basic packs that don't come with anything special. Definitely save up for some of these cooler packs that I'm sure will be introduced very, very soon. But also with that, Treyarch ended up dropping a surprise teaser for Zombies shortly after this trailer went live, and it blew my mind because I'm like, wait a second, another teaser, and it's only Tuesday, so imagine what other marketing they have planned for later this week. And in this teaser, we get a look at what looks like some tower, a chandelier, some dark ether portal, and the caption for the tweet actually says, breach scale large, status 0% contained, and guess where Treyarch exactly wrote that word for word? It's over in Firebase Z through some new text that was transcribed as of recently. The text says, Ural Mountains, USSR, November 1st, 1983, one of the first breaches to open after the activation of Project End Station Cyclotron, the Machina. Multiple breaches merging into one large super breach, highly dangerous, enemy interest in the area is high, breach scale large, status 0% contained. None of the other Outbreak sites say 0% contained, except for the Ural Mountains site. So very clearly, Treyarch is hinting at the Ural Mountains, and I get it, it's confusing, right? Is the Ural Mountains just for Zombies Fireteam Outbreak? Is it just for DLC 2 Zombies? Or will it be for Warzone? I know it's confusing, right? Ural Mountains are playing a very large role in a lot of upcoming content for Black Ops Cold War, but based on this evidence alone, it's referencing the Zombies Outbreak Fireteam mode, not DLC 2. But you never know, DLC 2 Zombies could also take place in the Ural Mountains. I think that's totally a possibility to see a Mount Yemantau Summit WMD Zombies experience, kind of a recreation of those locations for zombies. I could totally see that, but right now, the evidence just points towards this Outbreak mode, which is fine, but I've already seen people out there posting some questionable videos with questionable titles saying the Kino der Toten is confirmed, because in the video clip Treyarch shared earlier, it shows a chandelier and kind of a resemblance to the Kino der Toten theater, and I'm like, okay, I get it, right? It does look a bit similar. I thought that at first as well, but then I'm like, wait a second, Kino der Toten didn't invent chandeliers. Not every chandelier is Kino der Toten. I get it, it looks similar, but looking at the caption of the tweet, it's very clearly talking about Ural Mountains, and regardless, we were always hearing that Ural Mountains would be DLC 2, and Berlin, this Kino remake, would be DLC 3. That was the original rumor for months ago. Who knows if that still stands. Now, I'm not ruling out that Treyarch can't take the theater from Kino and apply that room to a different area in the Ural Mountains Outbreak map, DLC 2. They could always do that, right? I'm not ruling that out at all, but I would say it's a bit too soon for DLC 2 teasers, considering Firebase just came out like over a week ago. So logically, common sense is telling me that this is a teaser for the Outbreak Zombies Fireteam, which is scheduled to drop at some point in Season 2. I'm already cringing at the fact that there's a lot of Kino der Toten clickbait going around on YouTube, since we're gonna have a flood of TikToks being posted later that, oh my god, Kino's confirmed, holy crap. And I'm like, confirmed plagiarists are posting information about Kino der Toten, even though, to begin with, there was never really any evidence that we would be going to Kino. There was evidence that we'd go to Berlin at some point, but Ural Mountains is the location that Treyarch has just not stopped teasing, right? Through Firebase, the ending cutscene of that Easter egg, throughout other ciphers. I mean, they've been talking about it as the biggest outbreak in the Dark Ether storyline thus far, which perfectly fits the Outbreak Zombies Fireteam mode. And that's the thing, right? When that caption came out from Treyarch's tweets, immediately I saw a lot of people not even reading the caption, but instead looking at the chandelier and saying, oh yeah, it's Kino. It's like, please take a couple of seconds to at least read the caption, try to connect some dots with what it means, and what do you know, it's copy-pasted directly from that text I showed you earlier, which references the Ural Mountain Zombies experience. It's just a bit unfortunate when some content creators don't do their homework. They say something that isn't true, and then what happens, right? Thousands of sheep go on a TikTok, and they go and spread, continuous misinformation to the point where the community gets extremely confused with what is actually going on. But that is about it. This has been dkdynamite. What are your thoughts on the brand new Season 2 intro cinematic, the new characters, the new weapons, the brand new blog post, and especially, what are your thoughts on this new teaser for the Zombies Fireteam Outbreak mode? Really hope you've enjoyed, and peace out, everyone.